All right, 2020 focus on this time around. Home sweet home. Boomerang buyers are going to be the market drivers in the next few years. And what are boomerang buyers? They were people who were forced out either by foreclosure or a short sale or a strategic foreclosure. Well, they've now recovered, and Gaydos, you were talking the other day about a program that allows people to get back into a home if they've had a foreclosure faster than what was usually the time frame.
Yeah, I mean, imagine a couple of years ago, your home is foreclosed on. You think, oh, goodness, my credit's gone. I've got to wait 3 years. Now there is a way that you can apply for a loan and get a house again. You don't have to wait the 3 years.
So these people are really going to be driving the market, especially here in Phoenix.
So we thought, for Voice for a Better Arizona, we're going to be talking about boomerang buyers and the housing market. We welcome our friend who's a fantastic realtor now here in the Valley. Used to hear her voice here on KTAR, our friend Diane Brennan. Hi, Diane. How's it going?
It is going great. Thanks for having me.
You also have the real estate show here on the weekends on KTAR as well. So
that real estate show, Saturdays at 3.
Yeah. You certainly have seen. I mean, you actually picked a weird time to get into real estate because the market was really at the bottom. Nobody knew where up was and when up was coming. So you've really seen it from the bottom up.
People thought I was crazy getting into the market at the time I did because, it was absolutely at the worst time. People were unsure. Realtors were actually giving up their licenses. And here I'm like, well, I'm going to get into this.
Right.
But I did see that Canadians were purchasing, and I am a dual citizen. So I had 10 of my friends purchasing here. So I thought, well, I got to get a piece of this action.
Smart.
So it worked out really well. So, and I also learned to hone my skills because remember when the bubble was, when prices were skyrocketing, you didn't have to do anything to sell a house. So I learned how to market and do things, because times were difficult.
Yes.
So your skills kind of are sharpened, when you're in a bad market.
So do you see more people that suffered foreclosure coming to you now? And if they are, what are they asking for? What are they doing?
Oh,
Are they happy that they can buy any home, or they're like, I used to be able to afford this type of house, and now I've got to buy this?
Well, actually, with the interest rates being low, it's the reverse. They probably had a really expensive house that they overpaid for and probably can get even bigger with the same amount of money that they bought in their previous home. So with the boomerang buyers, that program is now a 12-month program only for qualified people. They have to meet certain criteria in order to be able to purchase after a year. But that does help a lot of people out. But we're also at that 2 or 3 year mark where they could just apply for a regular loan, not the FHA loan that you're talking about with just after 12 months. So we're getting a swing of these buyers that foreclosed or short sold, and now they are able to qualify again. And so, that's a huge part of the market.
Just tell everybody what a boomerang buyer is.
Boomerang buyer is someone who left the housing market because they short sold or foreclosed, just like that boomerang. It went out. Mm-hmm. Now it's coming back. So now they're qualified to purchase another home because they've waited that time that lenders require, the 2 or 3 years or longer in some cases.
And you know what they call a boomerang that doesn't come back? A stick. Anyway, we're talking about Eyes on Arizona's economy, the 2020 focus, this time on home sweet home. What is the average buyer now looking for in a home that comes to you, Diane? Has it changed in the past couple of years or the past 10 years?
Well, no, because you've got such different areas in the city and you've got different price points. So everybody's kind of a little bit different. I have a huge mix of clients.
Are more people saying, though, I don't want the bigger home. I had that. I don't want to go down that road again. I want a different type of...
They're playing it much more safe. But it also depends on price. With interest rates being so low, they are getting a bigger bang for their buck. But I think people still have that fear that we could go get and, veer that way into a bubble. And they've learned that, save your money and don't go get the boat and the car and the fancy whatever because they've almost lost it all, or they have. So they, do get a little bit smaller and decide to invest in different ways. Or if they have the money to buy the huge house, they may get a smaller house but get an investment property where it's making them money.
So is there enough housing in the Valley to go around?
No.
No.
Still not.
Not even close.
No.
Tell us about it.
Well, we have, and I think Mike Orr with the Cromford Report and ASU stated this a number of times on that real estate show. I still can, do the free plugs for myself.
Absolutely.
Saturday at 3 o'clock.
I'm sneaky.
Love it.
Sneaky.
Love it.
So he has said that, even if we had a house, we won't ever have enough houses. We've got too many people moving here. We could have 50,000 people moving here by 2014. Okay. I think the prediction was 50,000 next year, 50,000 the year after, 80,000 the year after that. We've got lots of sunshine. We've got a low cost of living here, and we're an attractive place for people from out of country as well as in the United States.
So is it going to be like the big boom of the late 90s, early 2000s of Phoenix, where like 300 to 400 people a day were moving here? Are we expecting that?
And they got to live somewhere, so maybe
Right.
they'll pay more
Right.
for a house, and that'll
Well, I
push
don't
up
think
the-
we're ever going to get to that again. We're a long, long way off. And I don't have the stats because I'd have to be Rain Man, Michael Orr. He definitely can rattle it off, and he's amazing. But, he says we're not going to see that. So it's going to be more leveled off. Rentals are hard to find as well. Those are in high demand as well. But if you're investing in real estate or buying, be assured that, prices are going to go up slowly. They're going to level off in about 6 months, according to Michael Orr. And we're going to have more stable home prices and return to a more stable market.
Stable's good.
Just know that everybody loves the Valley, always wants to move here. So if you purchase something, you're not going to have a problem selling.
Tomorrow on Eyes on Arizona's Economy, we'll talk about the film industry and why the film industry hasn't moved more here. A lot of the film people are leaving California because it's just too expensive to make a movie. Well, why don't they come to Phoenix? We'll talk about that tomorrow.
Diane Brennan's been our guest. Great to see you again.
Thank you. Great to see you guys.
That real estate show, Saturdays at 3 o'clock.
Yes, coming up next after traffic,